Good afternoon, and welcome to my channel here on YouTube. I am Keisha. My channel is Loving Guiding Light, and I haven't been on for a while. I have a lot going on. I thought I was going to have to move, and then I actually didn't have to move, which was a good thing, but I was looking, and it has kept me kind of preoccupied. However, I am still, you know, in my daily practices and still getting my channeled messages through the animals and birds and so forth. And I'm trying to get more discipline in uploading to my channel. I do upload things to TikTok. You know, I'm trying to get the gist of all of this uploading stuff, but bear with me. Anyway, this is Loving Guiding Light. We have some very important things that's going to transpire here. I'm sure you are aware that April 8th is the eclipse, total eclipse. And you know, some people see it as an omen, others see it as, you know, signs, as something transpiring or coming into existence. So I'm going to go with the latter. What I am getting in regards to what will transpire is going to be energies that are going to come in to help us, the collective, the ones that are on this spiritual awakened journey, the ones that are staying evolved in their higher frequency and energy, and you know, trying to stay optimistic and, you know, putting out all the information that they can through whatever means necessary. You know, there's lots of people that are channeling messages from the divine. They use several divination tools. I use tarot, I use runes, I get messages as well from animals and birds and numbers and so forth. And you know, so there are a lot of people on YouTube that are also providing information in regards to this as well. So, you know, just stay tuned. If you are drawn to my channel and you clicked on this channel, it's because you are awakened and there is a message here for you, and God wants you to know that you need to keep your energy elevated. Okay, this is a very significant time for us. You know, we are the ones that are carrying the bulk of the weight of this on our shoulders for the collective, those that are asleep, still sleeping and slumbering, and are not aware of what is going on, of this spiritual war that we are in. But if you are here, it's because there's a message here for you, and for anyone that feels compelled to, you know, come to my channel. There's always going to be a message here for you because God directed you here. You didn't get here coincidentally. There are no coincidences. Okay. So I know that everyone's aware of this energy being kind of heavy right now. We see a lot of things transpiring with those that are in a higher, you know, a higher position. Let me say that. I don't know if you want to say position, but you know, like the movie stars and so forth. We are seeing all of this stuff. It's all going to come down, which is what I spoke of before on some of my channels. What is happening? You know, we were bringing in the age of Aquarius. I don't know if you're aware of the age of Aquarius, but I did go and do a little, you know, snippet of research so I could give you a little bit of information on the age of Aquarius. Okay, we're leaving the Piscerian energy. The Piscerian energy is that of the I believe the enslavement and bondage of how we have been for thousands of years, which is the symbol of the fish. It's in pertaining to religions, okay? I say lawlistic because, you know, there are laws. They have to follow these really strict rules, this, that, and the other. Um, Christianity, Catholic, uh, Lutheran. I mean, all of them have different laws in regards to how they stay aligned with their religion belief. I was a, you know, diehard Christian for many, many years. I actually went to school to be a minister, and that was back in 2010, which is when I believe I started to um, be awakened to things, because, you know, I would be constantly questioning the professor certain things in regards to what was in the Bible. And let me just say, I agitated the hell out of them. They did not like me, and he really couldn't make it make sense. And because you couldn't make it make sense to me, it don't make sense, because you know what? You know what resonates within your soul and within your spirit, because God will allow you to feel that in your soul. You know, we have a direct connection to God. We all do. We all do. And those are those feelings that you get when something may appear to be off with a person, a situation. If you're in an establishment and you think something is feeling, you know, uneasy, and you just feel something is wrong, you know, that's God's way of communicating with you, okay, darling? That is the connection that you have with God. He gives you that discernment. We all have it, okay? And it tells you, ding, ding, ding. You know, you might be saying, oh, I'm gonna go see a friend of mine or wherever, and you're thinking about getting on Highway 20. I'm just giving you an example because I live in Atlanta. And anybody knows Atlanta, traffic is ridiculous, okay? And I'm always like, oh, I try to avoid it at all costs, but sometimes I will utilize it depending on what side of town I have to go to. But this is just an example. But I just decide, oh, regardless of what side of town it is, I'm gonna take the back roads, because something in my gut is telling me that the traffic is going to be bumper to bumper. And then lo and behold, I take the back roads and I cross over 20 doing that, and I see that the traffic is bumper to bumper. Okay, that's an example of how God will intuitively give you a gut feeling that something is off or wrong, either with, like I said, a situation, a person, or a place in which you may be and you feel uncomfortable. That is your connection and God communicating with you, okay? So anyway, I was cleansing the area. I had already started that, and I just wanted to come on here and share some stuff with you all, because I know that we are in some very intense energy right now. You know, we are seeing things being unveiled, and I mean, when I say being unveiled, okay? All lies, all deceit and lie and manipulation, all of that stuff is going to be crumbling, okay? Let me say this, that all this going on with these stars, and it's not just, you know, Diddy. Some people are missing out on the producer that got arrested like 3 weeks ago, you know, in regards to the same type of situation. Not maybe, he didn't say anything about being recorded, but it was a guy, and he was giving drugs like a roofie, and he was taken advantage of. That producer is the producer that wrote, I can't think of that show, but she's the lawyer. I love her. She's Viola, is that her name? Miss Viola. She's beautiful. I think she's an absolute talented actor. Well, he wrote that series. I can't think. It's not Murder for Hire, but I know she's an attorney, and it's Viola. Anyway, he was the producer, and he produced many other very prominent films and series and so forth. And he has been arrested and charged with rape. The guy couldn't even bring himself to say it. He was crying during the interview, and it just tore my heart apart. And all these things that's transpiring with, you know, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Brotherly Love, I don't know, whatever he chooses to call himself today. I'm going to call him by Sean Combs, because that's his birth name. That was the name given to him by his mother. You know, all the things that are transpiring with him, you know, all the unveiling of the things that he has done, you know, throughout his career, you know. And there's going to be very, 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 there's going to be so much more coming out in regards to him, and the things that he's, you know, linked to, you know, the people whose lives have been lost at the hands or at the instructions of his direction, you know, and so forth. So just prepare to see a lot of things happening right now at this time. Just like with Nickelodeon, I told people for years that, you know, those kids were, something was going on with those kids over Nickelodeon, and you know, I was just shocked to see that a documentary came out, which I haven't been able to watch as of yet because I just haven't had that opportunity to. I don't watch a lot of television as far as television, but I will watch documentaries and so forth, and especially anything such as this, at the magnitude of this, because we are all here to bring in the light and to bring in the truth, okay, and to help awaken our other brothers and sisters that are still asleep. You know, sometimes, you know, facing and living in the truth is very scary, you know, and some of and many of our brothers and sisters are still sleeping because they just don't want to really believe that we have people on this earth that are so diabolical and so demonic and do these, you know, terrible things, you know, and are involved in horrific things towards children, you know, that they just don't even know how. Their brains can't really wrap around all of it, right? And I get it. It is a lot, you know. But in order to heal what is wrong with our world, we have to bring these things to the forefront in order to heal them. So this is why all these things are happening. We are coming into the age of Aquarius, and the age of Aquarius brings in the truth, unveiling of lies, deceit, anyone trying to manipulate you or anything, and you're gonna recognize it immediately. You know, we are awakening. God is awakening our souls. We're ascending, meaning that we are evolving into who we truly are as His children, you know. So we can feel things, and we can, you know, we know things are off. You know, your body is saying it. Your mind is telling you this ain't all adding up. You know, none of it's making sense. You know, all the things that they tell us on television or whatever, which again, I only watch like my certain channels on YouTube for any type of news, because you can't even depend on mainstream media. They're part of the problem, you know, part of the situation, and covering up and being deceitful and being manipulative and feeding the masses propaganda to keep us in fear, because they know that they are able to harness the energy that those that are, you know, having that fear, they harness that energy to keep themselves in an elevated status, which is why they've been where they are for so long, because they've used the energy of fear. But no longer, okay? A lot of us have woken up, and a lot of us are together, united. Maybe we are not united holding hands like kumbaya right next to each other, but we are united in our minds and our thoughts, and because we are all collectively one of one God, the Creator, that all of us that are trying to elevate our energy and keep our frequencies high and all this stuff, and doing the inner work, and, you know, seeing things for what they are, we are the ones that are really bearing the weight of what is needing to come in order for the golden ages to come in. So let me read to you what I got for the age of Aquarius. If you're not aware of what the age of Aquarius is, like I said, we're leaving the Piscerian age. The Piscerian is the symbol of the fish, okay? The fish, the religion, all of that whole genre of, you know, one's belief, okay? Age of Aquarius. It's going to be a rise in scientific rationalism, fall of religion influence, increased focus on human rights. The age of Aquarius will not arrive on any given date, but will emerge and influence our over and will influence over many years, similar to how the tides surge forward incrementally rather than all at once. So, leaving out the Piscerian Age, let's say there is, let me see, roughly, I think it's like 2,600 years in an age. Okay, so there was 2,600 years that we stayed in the Piscerian Age, okay, in that religionalistic thing where we all were, you know, following that way of being, and expressing our relationship to God, okay? So 2,600 years in Piscerian Age. And so as we come to the end of the Piscerian Age, everything transitioning over, coming into Aquarian ages happens within a period of 200 to 300 years. So we are coming into the Aquarius age. Why? This is why all of this stuff is happening. All the things that are unveiling themselves to us, like the corruption in the government, and all the stuff with the movie stars and the things that transpire in Hollywood and all these things, you know. So this is stuff that is happening because we, you know, we have utilization of internet. We have more access to seeking out the truth, and they can no longer lie to us. They can tell us something, like we've all been taught certain things throughout our lifetime through books in which most people don't even understand the elites had printed. Okay, so they taught us what they wanted us to know. Okay, but now, you know, it's a double-edged sword. They created this internet, you know. Of course they created the internet to bring more wealth and power to them, but it's a double-edged sword because they also gave access to us, the common folk, who are now able to access and do the deep diving and studying and finding out true history by doing the laid work of researching. Okay, me myself, I have hundreds of books. I mean, I've been on this journey now for several years. I mean, I have so many books, and I always tell people, you know what, I'm not going to argue with you about what you believe about your religion, okay, because I'm not here to do that, to convince you to leave your beliefs. All I'm saying is that I challenge you to go down and do the research. And all I'm going to say is that once you do the research, it's going to show you something, and it's going to open your eyes. It's going to unveil itself to you, and that's it. I don't need to convince you of anything. You know, I've done trying to convince people how they have used religion to keep us in bondage. I'm not going to do that, and I'm not here to defend that either. So, you know, if you're Christian, you're Christian. You know, I believe in God. I believe in, you know, the Most High who created everything on this earth, you know, all that. You know, I just have a different relationship with him, more one-on-one, because I spend a lot of time with him during my day, all day, when I'm in nature, you know, meditating, all that. So, and I'm confident in that relationship with him, and I know that the things that come to me are from him. So therefore, my thing is to bring it to you all, you know. And I just challenge anyone that is on that path and they just want to look into it, just start doing your research. Whose hands were in the Bible? Where was the Bible transcribed? Or, you know, who printed up the Bible? All these different things. And I mean, you're gonna find a lot of stuff that's gonna be like, wow, it's gonna be eye-opening. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, and I'm not saying that everything in the Bible is not true, but anything that can be translated or republished there is room for deception, error, coincidental errors or mistakes being made that would be in favor of, pursuing what it is that their propaganda is. That's all I'm gonna say, okay? Because they translated the Bible, okay, from ancient um, transcripts, okay? Supposedly they transcribed it, and you can look at the Bible that they have access to here online. You can go to some of the oldest Bibles in the museum and look and compare the Bibles that we have printed up today, and you will see many differences. Things are missing. They have conveniently kept certain things out. There's like 70 something Bibles in itself just missing from the Bible. 70 something books missing from the Bible. So my thing is why withhold anything from the people? Why are you withholding anything from the people? Why is it not accessible to us at that time when it was created? If there was nothing that was being kept from us, why not give it all to us and let us determine what is for us in truth and how we perceive it and understand it, okay? But they didn't do that, okay? They just decided, oh, I'm just not going to share this with them. I'm not going to keep them. I'm not going to give them this book. I'm not going to give them that book. I'm not going to share this wherever. So, in my opinion, I believe, like I said, anytime that something can be republished and then translated has room for lots of errors. And it could be in the favor of, like I said, the people that power to be. Anywho, so we are going to be in this transition. Like I said, we are transitioning over to the Aquarian age, and it's coming forward incrementally, like a surge, a tide surge. It's not all going to happen at once. It happens gradually. Everything happens gradually, because if it all happened at once, a lot of people would be shaken to their core and possibly lose their minds because of the things that has been going on for thousands of years. The things that they participate in as far as sacrificing of children, and the things that they are doing as far as oh God, I don't even know how to say it, like just the perversion, the inappropriateness, the thought that they believe that it is okay to be in these inappropriate relations with children. So yeah, it's a lot of that been going on for many years. The trafficking of children and all that, the things that they participate in. Which is, like I said, been trying to unveil itself now for several years. The Jeffrey Epstein, and now we are looking at the Diddy stuff that's going on, and all of that's going to be linked up. All of them were all in that together, in my opinion. This is my opinion, and I'm just saying that if you don't believe me, you can do your research as well. I mean, like I said, I spend hours just digging into the truth of what is going on, because I want to know the truth. I want to know the truth. I think we need to know the truth in order for us again to be able to heal and be able to move forward. So this is what's happening. Things are being unveiled. We are learning the truth, the ugly truth. The mask or the glasses or the rose colored glasses are being removed, okay? No more living in an illusion that we are living this, free life, and none of these things are happening in the world, because they are happening in the world, and it's so disheartening, but we have to face it, and we have to deal with it. So it is believed that the age of Aquarius will be fully in its energetic power in 3,573. So it says each age is exactly, so it's 2160. So for each age, there's 2160 years structured in each age, okay? So we have been in the Piscerian age since 1413. And again, this is the research I'm finding, but also I'm saying that the dates, in my opinion, could possibly be off, because they also given us their calendar. They've changed the calendar. There was an original calendar that we followed in ancient times, and they changed that. So really they said April 8th is the end of the year, I believe. Is it the end of the year? Yeah, the end of the year or beginning of the year. End of the year, beginning of the year. Anyway, so I'm saying that these dates could be off by 100 or 200 days. I mean, 100 or 200 years, right? So this is what, in my opinion, I believe, based off of knowing that they've changed the calendars, and we're basing it off of the calendar in which we follow today. Aquarius is the house of the woman. In the age of Aquarius, women will be equal to the man. That's a thing that is happening right now. Women are stepping into their power. They are stepping up to their thrones. Okay, they try to sit us down, put us behind the man, and let the man take lead. And you see where that's gotten us, in my opinion. It's gotten us in nothing but war. Built up a lot of certain way of feeling towards one another, as far as race goes, religion, denomination, where one is from, whatever. Okay, all of this stuff. Women, and I'm not speaking for all women, I'm speaking for myself, but me as a woman, I don't care about none of that. I just want to live, love, and be happy. And I think that everyone is entitled to that. Everyone on God's green earth. He gave us all earth for us all to enjoy. Not the black, not the white, not the purple, not the green, not the yellow. We are all his children, and he gave it to us for us all to enjoy. And it should not be one that enjoys it more than the other and all this craziness. I just don't see it like that, personally. And I'm sorry, I'm not being, I hope I'm not coming off like aggressive. I'm very passionate about what I'm speaking of, because that is how I feel. I feel like we are all equally entitled to having this earth and enjoying the abundance of this earth. Okay, that's my firm belief. I don't care what country you're from, what color you are, what your sexual preference is. None of that stuff matters. And I want to believe that that's how a lot of women think. We just want to have peace, harmony, harmonic relationships, strong foundation, and peace. Life is meant to be enjoyed. And we're supposed to be here enjoying everything that God has created. Have y'all stepped outside of y'all door lately? I spend a lot of time out in nature. I absolutely love it. I am always in awe of the things he's created for us to enjoy. And we've not been able to do that because we've been enslaved for so many years in this bondage, being a little worker bees for the elites, keeping them in this higher power, But no more. That is the end. This is the end. This is what's happening, and this is what's transpiring. This is all coming to an end. Women are going to step up to the throne. They are stepping into their power. Now, what positions we're going into, I don't know. But God is telling me that we will be stepping into our power. Okay? So it says Aquarius associated with electricity, computers, flight, democracy, freedom, humanitarianism, idealism, modernization, nervous disorders, rebellion, perseverance, humanity and error resolution. Piscerian Age is the 12th and final astrology sign in the zodiac. It is a negative mutable sign. The symbol is the fish. Pisces is the last sign in the astrology and carries the karma, the consequences. So the Piscerian Age was the karma age, where a lot of us, even me, which is why we were probably all, kind of somewhat miserable, because, we weren't able to, fully live a happy life, because we were, cleaning up the karma. Believe it or not, we have to clean up the karma for our, it says cleaning up the karma for the previous actions of humanity and for our family lineage. So for the prior stuff in which our families done and prior humanity has done, we are cleaning up that, and we are the ones cleaning up the karma, and we're the ones that's endured the karma. We're the warriors that were sent forth to do this, because he knew the ones that would be able to stand in it all, stand in the thick of the trenches. And I know I've stand in the thick of the trenches. Most of you, I haven't even shared my story with you all, or and maybe one day I will, but I am a warrior, and I am one that, I just will not give up. I'm just not giving up. I just believe that God has something better for me and for all my fellow brothers and sisters, and we are at the end of this. We are at the end of us, the ones that's, been on the bottom. We are at the end of paying our karma. Well, guess what? The tables are about to flip. Those MFers that's been at the top, guess what? They're about to be at the bottom. They're about to pay their karma for all the things that they've done throughout these thousands of years. And people don't understand when you speak of spiritual war. This is what this is. We are talking about thousands of years, spiritual worship, lineages, and families, and it goes so deep. Even I was taken aback while doing the research on some of these, powerful people that's been over us, the power to be, and the ones that predominantly own the world and who are actually running the White House. I was just like, wow. I lived in that illusion, didn't want to see it, had on my rose-colored glasses for many, many years until God awoke in me, and then, all of that was removed, and I was able to see things for what they were. And it's going to happen for all of us, and it's happening gradually. So like I said, it happens gradually because, like I said, to unveil everything at once would really, truly shatter someone's mind to the point that they would have a breakdown. Okay, so we are coming to the end of our paying of karma, and they're going to be paying their karma. And those that have been on the top for so long are no longer going to be on the top. Okay, God is He's evening the playing field. It's going to be a leveled ground. There is no one better than the next. There is no one elevated or higher than the other. There is none of that. We are all equally the same, as in his eyes. He loves us equally the same. Even the ones that are, doing these these demonic things, he too also created, so he loves them as well. There is duality in everything. There's, for instance, you may see some things about yourself and your personality that is to you in a negative view for yourself. Like I would see of myself. Like sometimes we can be our worst critics. I might say, I am not as well focused as I would like to be. Okay, that to me is a negative character of myself. And I'm sure I could think of others, but I'm just giving you an example. So there's negative and positive in every person. It's what you feed, um, which is what will grow. Okay, so they've been feeding wickedness and evilness and all this stuff, and so that's what's grown, and that's what's been the energetic energy of the world, unbeknownst to the people, because a lot of people didn't know what was going on because it was done in secrecy, and kept from the masses, and all that stuff is now coming to the forefront. So um, again, all of this stuff is going to help for the betterment of the world to, like I say, level out and be just a better place for all humanity, okay? Anyway, while I was sitting taking notes and just quiet in my mind, I got this. It says, we are all connected collectively as one. God does not want us to focus upon any negativity at this time. Do not allow yourself to be drawn into the fear per the propaganda by mainstream media, by the news, of the things in which they are putting out. Yes, this energy that is coming in from the eclipse, it is going to be powerful. And they are saying that things could be at the hands of these people that are, higher up and want to stay in the powerful seats in which they are in. They have a lot of things in which they are going to be trying to do to keep a hold of that power. And God has given you wisdom and discernment to do what you need to do, to keep yourself and your family protected. That means that if like for me, I don't plan on going out on April 8th, okay? Because a lot of things is going to be happening. They're going to be starting up that CERN crap that they're trying to do, as far as opening up the black holes or whatever the thing is supposed to do. So during the eclipse, okay, there's a lot of things that's going to be happening. So me myself, I have discerned that I will not be going out because I don't know what will be going on, or in that opening of CERN, if they will be opening a portal, allowing any type of negative entities into the earth to contribute to the energy in which they're trying to hold on to. So all I'm saying is that you discern what is best for you. Okay, I know a lot of people want to see this event. I get it. I don't think I'm even in the total whatever they call that, the total I forget what they call it. Anyway, in the line of when you could see the eclipse. I'm in Atlanta. The last eclipse happened in 2017, and I was in that trajectory to be able to see it here, but I'm not sure if I am on that trajectory now. I don't think it'll be shown here in Atlanta, so because I know a lot of people are going like to Texas and all of that to be able to see it or whatnot. So I've seen one before, and I'm okay with it. Okay, I can recollect that. Okay, I can recollect that memory of 2017, and I'm okay with that. But I won't be going out into the streets on April the 8th. And I always say it's better safe to be sorry. We don't know what these people are going to do that are higher up, who don't want to relinquish their powers and all of that. So do what is best for you and your family. Go and just stock up. I'm better safe than sorry. I'd rather have more than enough than not have enough at all. Okay, so if you need water or toiletries or food or wherever, just go get food. Stock up the things in which you need. Fill your tank up. Do these things just to cover yourself. Better safe than sorry is always what I say. Also, it said I got, if you can, abstain from watching the news altogether if possible, because they're feeding the masses all this stuff of what they say is going to happen, it's starting to make people panic and have fear. And the fear is the energy in which they want to feed off of. That's what fuels them demonic beings. Do not fall for it. If you can, abstain from watching television. Turn off the television, get outside, stay in nature, keep your energy elevated in a positive energy. Focus on what it is that you want to manifest into your life, the good things, you know. This is the energy we are trying to bring forward. The good energy, the elevated energy, the energy of peace across the globe. Okay? Focus on those things. I don't watch television, so therefore I'm good. But I'm telling you all, my brothers and sisters, anyone that's drawn to this channel, do not watch mainstream media, okay? They are part of the problem, okay? And I can go down that rabbit hole too, and you can as well. If you want to go do the research, you can go see who owns all the media, social media, not social media, but the mainstream media news, and you'll be surprised to find out, yeah, it's the same people who is running the White House. So basically, you know, like I said, just don't feed into it. It's propaganda. They want to keep you in fear so they can harness your energy, and you don't want to protect. You don't want to partake in that. You're taking your energy back. That's what we're doing. We're taking our power back. We're no longer feeding into their BS. Okay. This eclipse will be powerful, bringing in the energy of the golden age of Aquarius. The power that be, the elites are very aware of this, and they are doing everything to try and stop it. That is why they are cranking up the CERN. They know this and are trying to instill fear into the masses by the propaganda that they feed out to you all, so that they are able to harness the energy to try to continue to keep the power that they have. This is why it is very important to not feed into the propaganda. You have the spirit of discernment, as do all of God's children. As we all have discernment, okay? Ask your higher self for guidance, and it will appear. The guidance will appear. Your spirit will tell you what to do, what steps to take, what moves to make. Follow that. In preparation for all that may in preparation for all that may transpire from the elites losing their power, it would just be wise to stock up on the necessities for your family needs before April 8th. Do it before April 8th. If possible, avoid going out on that day, as it has been said that the elites are pulling out all stops to try to remain in power, and you don't want to be caught in their crossfire. This information isn't to frighten you. It is only to inform you so that you can be prepared. God did not give us the spirit of fear. He gave us the power of love and of sound mind. The power given to us to be in control of our emotions. You are the controller of your thoughts. Our thoughts is what creates our reality. So if your thoughts are negative or fear-based, because that's what you're being fed, that is what you are contributing to. And that is what you will create, and that is what you will be bringing in, and you will be feeding the elite's energy to stay in power. And we don't want that. So I'm encouraging you all to please do not get drawn in by what is being said on mainstream media. Go within, seek the guidance within you in your connection with God, and ask Him for your direction. You have the spirit of discernment, and I know that I believe in you. I believe that you can feel and know, just like I know, that things are happening that we can't see with the naked eye, you know, because like I said, this is a spiritual war, and you discern that, and you do whatever is necessary to protect yourself and your family. You prepare yourself. Don't be fearful, you know, because we are the children of God, and He's watching over us. You think he's not aware of everything that's going on and has kept you and protected you throughout all of this? I don't know about you, but I know about me. Yeah, I've been watching all of this craziness unfold. I've been, present during the COVID and all these different things, but he's kept me of sound mind and kept me in my uh, higher vibrations, So I know he can do the same for you. So I'm asking you to just refrain from the propaganda that's being fed to you. Again, if you can avoid going out on the 8th, do so. But that's for you to discern, not for me. I can't make you do anything. I can't force you to do anything. I'm just saying you discern that for yourself and your family. Anyway, I feel led to come on here and to share that with you all. And I pray that you all are doing everything in your power to, be loving to yourself and to others, and supporting one another, encouraging one another. Anything that's coming to you all, because if you have come to this channel, obviously you are also awoke, meaning that there is a gift instilled in you, and you're possibly trying to discover what that gift may be. If it's channeling, if it's channeling messages through tarot or whatever, divinations, possibly. I pray that you're doing what's best for you. I pray that everything that you do prospers, and that I pray that this information that I shared with you, I pray that it brings you enlightenment. That this information will help you to understand what is going on and to empower you to make conscious decisions, because we are all collectively connected. We are all one. And the more elevated we are, like in our vibration and our frequencies, there's so many others out here. We're not alone on the spiritual journey, doing the same inner work and keeping their frequencies high and all of that. That means that is the power that is pulling together to carry the brunt of everything that's going on. For the ones that aren't, completely awake yet, they're still being awoken. It's a transition even for them. Don't make me any better because I am on this journey at this time with this knowledge. It's just that this is where I am at on my journey. I've been awakened for a while. And someone behind me may be just now awakening and are not aware of all that's going on. I'm no better than them. It's just that we just all started the journey at different times. Our souls decided to wake up when they wanted to wake up. And you are here because God led you here. There's something here for you. It's information that's going to help you on your spiritual journey. Anyway, I hope again that this brings you some enlightenment, and I hope this is not too long of a video, but I just really felt led to share this with you all because it's been on my heart as things are starting to really unveil themselves more and more each day. So I said, let me get on here and kind of give you a little synopsis of what is transpiring, so you are not, just not understanding what's happening. I may get back on later on and pull a few cards to see the things that we may need to be focusing on, but I will decide on that later after I do a little bit of meditating. Anyway, if you feel led to do so, please like the video, share the video with anyone you feel led to share it with, anyone that may be on that spiritual awakening journey, experience any type of phenomena such as, having the numbers, synchronized numbers showing up on their path, or synchronized music. You might be hearing certain songs, just things that you are starting to realize are not coincidental. Part of all of that is what happens when you're going through a spiritual awakening, and to have awareness of these things will help you to understand that no, you're not going crazy, that these are things that are actually transpiring. which is why I am sharing that with you. So like I said, if you feel led to do so, just share the video. If you feel compelled to do so, become a member. You know, I'm looking to find and connect with my soul tribe. You know, and see where it takes us. Anyway, smooches. Have an absolutely wonderful rest of your hump day. Wednesday. This is Wednesday, April 3rd. We are on the countdown. We have 5 days to this eclipse. So this is my contribution for you to be going ahead and making the preparations you need to get the things that you need to get into your home for your family and yourself before the 8th happens, okay? Toodles until next time. Bye.